Star Wars fans, assemble. We've got some bad news. The hotly anticipated Knights of the Old Republic remake is apparently in serious trouble and has been put on hold indefinitely, and obviously, people are super confused and disappointed. So, what exactly is going on? Well, sit back, relax, and stick around to the end, as today, we're going to tell you all about it. Let's dive in. First off, production has suddenly been stopped. This news first broke via a report from Bloomberg. So, apparently, the game, which is a remake of the 2003 role-playing game of the same name, has been delayed. It looks like the developers at the Austin, Texas-based Aspyr Media are going through a kind of rough period. After years and years of planning and working on the game, the employees were suddenly told to stop working on the project as they announced that they were looking for new contracts and development opportunities. Plus, they instructed the staff to not speak about this publicly. Sounds kind of shady, doesn't it? And no, we don't think this delay has been caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. So, this game was supposed to be a big moment for Star Wars games. All modern Star Wars console games so far have been released by Electronic Arts Incorporated, which holds exclusive licensing rights until 2023. And Aspyr's Knights of the Old Republic was expected to be the first one to break this tradition. Also, it was touted as a remake from the ground up, and in 2021, it was revealed that Jennifer Hale, the voice of actor fan favorite Bastila Shan, would be returning. The original game is widely considered to be one of the best RPGs to ever exist, and everyone was really excited to see what the studio was going to do with the remake. It was also expected that other companies, such as Ubisoft Entertainment SA and Quantic Dream SA, would soon follow in their footsteps, and we get many more non-EA Star Wars games soon. Knights of the Old Republic was officially announced last September, and had been in the works for almost 3 years at the company, which was purchased by Sweden's Embracer Group AB last year. Aspyr was founded in 1996, and was perhaps best known as a service shop that brought existing video games to different platforms, such as iOS. And guess what? They even did this for the original Knights of the Old Republic games. Next, what went wrong all of a sudden? Things were going smoothly until very recently. On June 30th, Aspyr completed the demo version, which is also known as a vertical slice, to present to Lucasfilm and Sony. According to inside sources, the developers were super excited about this and felt like they were on the right track. But then, almost out of nowhere, things started to go wrong. First, they abruptly fired art director Jason Miner and design director Brad Prince. Neither of them responded to the current situation, but on one of his social media pages, Miner implied that he was really surprised by his dismissal. Following this, the studio heads told staff that the game wasn't where they wanted it to be, and the project would have to be paused indefinitely. Apparently, someone in the meeting suggested that too much time and money had been spent on the demo, and the game's current course just wasn't sustainable. Another thing to consider is the timeline. When development began, Aspyr told everyone that the game would be released by the end of 2022, according to reports. Their target is now 2025. Some also believe that Saber Interactive, which mainly does outsourcing work for the project so far, may take over completely. This will obviously lead to some creative differences, and some parts of the game will have to be redone. So yeah, it's pretty much unclear how this will continue. There are also rumors that it may get cancelled altogether, but considering how much work has gone into it already, we really doubt that. Finally, how did fans react to this? Obviously, fans were shocked and disappointed by this, and many started slamming the studio for not being transparent enough. If the game's being delayed, they should at least have come out and told everyone what's really going on. Twitter user Nabu Ian Solo expressed their sadness by saying that they literally only got a PS5 for this game. Okay, so while we do feel bad for them, maybe they should have actually waited until it was out. Just a thought. Another fan said that they always knew Aspyr couldn't handle such huge and ambitious projects, and it should have gone to a bigger developer. And of course, everyone immediately started speculating and theorizing about the possible story behind this. One fan commented on the news by saying that there may have been a possible internal feud of the sex of the character Revan. This is honestly just ridiculous, considering you could literally choose multiple pathways in the original games, and that's going to be the case in this upcoming one as well. Another suggested that maybe they realized that they had been hyping it up too much, and that releasing it in its current state could land them in hot waters. Now, that's more plausible. Think about it. Star Wars fans are relentless. If there are any flaws in the game, they will not hesitate to slam it all over the internet. Anyway, we're sure we'll find out more about this in the next few months. Here's hoping the project doesn't get completely abandoned and we get a release date soon. Fingers crossed. And that's all about how Knights of the Old Republic Remake is in serious trouble. Now it's time to move on to some more related news. First, Obi-Wan Kenobi may be bisexual. The new Star Wars novel, Padawan, features a younger version of the beloved Obi-Wan Kenobi, and some scenes have led fans to believe that he may be bisexual. They've specifically highlighted one specific specific passage where he seems to be questioning his sexuality. So basically, Obi-Wan and another male teenager, Kasul, are talking about romantic relationships, but it appears that the future Jedi hasn't considered the option yet and tries to change the conversation in an awkward manner. Following this, he seems kind of flustered and taken aback when his friend asks him to let him know if he's ever curious. He blushed and says, "I will let you know. I mean, not that I will do that right now with you or anyone." And people believe that this passage suggests that the iconic character could potentially be interested in both men and women, but others have said that this just indicates that he's asexual or aromantic. Nonetheless, pretty much everyone agreed that Wan Kenobi is not straight. The writer, Kirsten White, hasn't commented on this yet. Next up, what's next for Mando? So far, we haven't gotten any details on The Mandalorian's third season. For real, Disney has remained pretty tight-lipped about what direction the show will take. Even the trailer that was released at the Star Wars Celebration hasn't been made public yet. But the few lucky people that did get to see it said that the footage was really exciting, and we could see Mando moving to the planet Mandalore to ask forgiveness after removing his iconic helmet. There's also a little glimpse that suggests that Pedro Pascal's hero is now leading a group of Mandalorians. And in a new interview with Total Film, the 47-year-old actor told Total Film that if Mando does step into a leadership position, he'll do it reluctantly. He expressed that he doesn't think there's anything more interesting than a character being forced into discovering what exactly they're capable of and who they are. And we completely agree. That's literally the best trope ever. He then added that there are many ways to find the tonality of that, and he's just been trying to achieve the subtleties of his character's development. Considering how incredible of an actor he is, we're sure he's doing a great job, and we can't wait to see where he and the writers take us. And finally, John Boyega loves Anakin. We all agree that Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader, was the best thing about the prequels, right? Well, Finn certainly agrees with us. In case you didn't know, John Boyega is a massive Star Wars fan. While he may not be returning as Finn anytime soon, that doesn't mean that he's not following all the exciting new Disney Plus shows. In fact, at the premiere for Jordan Peele's Nope, he told The Wrap that despite his very busy schedule, he binges them as soon as they come out. The 30-year-old English actor then said that he particularly enjoyed the latest series, Obi-Wan Kenobi, because it brought back Hayden as Anakin. He expressed that it was phenomenal to see the character have more nuance and more to do in the story. Even Hayden himself has said that showing a different side of the character was really exciting and a fun experience. While he's always been a very intimidating character, this show adds a new kind of brutality to him. And that's a wrap for this video. Why do you think Knights of the Old Republic has been delayed? Please let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Goodbye for now, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, may the Force be with you.